So he had to go through Samaria, a shortcut. And y'all know who was in Samaria. Read.
Then cometh he to a city of Samaria, which is called Sychar, near to the parcel of ground that Jacob gave to his son Joseph. Now Jacob's well was there. Jesus therefore, being wearied with his journey, sat thus on the well, and it was about the 6th hour. There cometh a woman of Samaria to draw water. Jesus saith unto her, Give me to drink. For his disciples were going away unto the city to buy meat. Then saith the woman of Samaria unto him, How is it that thou, being a Jew, askest drink of me?
Hold up now. She said, how is it that you, being a Jew, is asking water from me? So she knew to some degree that the original Jews was not really in association with them. Do y'all see that? She even knew that. So there was a separation there. Read.
Am a woman of Samaria, for the Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans.
She said, because the Jews have no dealing with the Samaritans. Right? Read.
Jesus answered and said unto her, If thou knowest the gift of the Most High, and who it is that saith to thee, Give me to drink, thou wouldest have asked of him, and he would have given thee living water.
He said, if you knew who was here, you would have just give me what I asked you for. Christ was straight, man. He was austere. Christ is not this this guy you being taught, man. He was straight with it. He was dropping. Read.
The woman saith unto him, Sir, thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. From whence then hast thou that living water?
Go ahead.
Art thou greater than our father Jacob, which gave us the well?
You see how she's trying to claim Jacob? Now? Why? Because she's been taught that from generation to generation. Now she slipped herself in there. Read that part again.
Art thou greater than our father Jacob?
Are you greater than our father Jacob? When Jacob was not her father. She was a Hamite. Read.
Which gave us the well and drank thereof himself.
Watch what Christ tell her now.
And his children and his cattle. Jesus answered and said unto her, Whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life.
Go ahead.
The woman saith unto him, Sir, give me this water that I thirst not.
Now, she was asking for the water, right? What did Christ say? Read.
Neither come hither to draw. Jesus saith unto her, Go call thy husband and come hither.
Now he's giving it to her now. Yeah, we can work it out. Go get your husband, lady. Read.
The woman answered and said, I have no husband. Jesus said unto her, Thou hast well said, I have no husband. For thou hast had 5 husbands, and the one thou now hast is not thy husband. In that saidest thou truly.
Christ knew that she had 5 different men. And then Christ said, the guy that you with is not your husband. You see that? So Christ was pulling it all out here. Read.
The woman said unto him, Sir.
And that also proves something. That proves something key there. That's a scripture that proves that sex do consummate marriage. So just because you're sleeping around and you didn't walk down the aisle, doesn't mean you're not looked at as a wife of these different men you're sleeping with. Okay? She had 5 different husbands. Okay? You just can't sleep around and think that you're not being looked at as husband and wife. Because sex consummates marriage. He's like, listen, you got 5 husbands, and the guy you with, he's not your husband. You just dealing with all these guys. Okay, and we can relate that till today. How a woman might think, well, I just got friends. Not knowing that her spirit is attached to all these different men. Read.
The woman saith unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet.
I perceive that you are a prophet. She knew that he was dealing with something great at that point because Christ pulled a whole card. Read.
Our fathers worshipped in this mountain.
Now she's going back to her fathers again. Our fathers. She's including herself. Read.
Our fathers worshipped in this mountain, and ye say that in Jerusalem is a place where men ought to worship.
Go ahead.
Jesus saith unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father.
Hold up. Read that again.
Jesus saith unto her, Woman,
believe me. You understand when Christ say, believe me, this stands. He said, woman, listen, believe me. Read.
The hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain.
The hour going to come, woman, where this mountain that you standing in, this land, read.
Nor yet at Jerusalem.
Nor in Jerusalem, read.
Worship the Father.
You will not be here worshiping the Father when it's said and done. That's what Christ told this woman. Read.
Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship.
Christ said, you don't have no idea what you worshiping, woman. We know what we're worshiping. Why did he say that? She wasn't from the family of the people in the land. She had no idea that her family was taught that by the priests in 2 Kings the 17th chapter. He said, you have no idea what you're worshiping. We know what we're worshiping. Read.
For salvation is of the Jews.
Because the salvation that you think belonged to you belonged to a different people. Salvation is dominion and rulership. See, the churches have twisted what salvation is. Salvation means to be saved. No, it does not. Salvation means dominion and rulership. How do you know that? In Romans the 11th chapter, it says that through Israel's fall, salvation came to the Gentiles to provoke Israel to jealousy. So because Israel fell, the whole earth got rich. Salvation is dominion. But they confuse people by saying salvation means to be saved. Two separate, totally separate situations there. And if Christ said it, it stands. You can't twist that around. He says, it's going to come a time, woman, you or your family will not be worshiping in this mountain. You Africans who claiming you Jews. For salvation is of my people. They're going to be the people ruling this mountain and ruling Israel and ruling the world from this place. Not you. Y'all see that? That doesn't mean that she will not be able to partake in it, but not in that position she thinks she's in. She will not be a partaker as a ruler in Israel. That's not going to happen. That's for God's people to rule. That government will be set up of Israelites. Read on.
But the hour cometh, and now is when the true worshipers.
Read that again.
But the hour cometh, and now is when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
It's going to come a time where the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth. Lady, the real people are coming back here. That's what he was telling them. The real people are coming back. Read.
For the Father seeketh such to worship him.
Because the Father wants them back. Read.
The Most High is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
And most people talk about how spiritual they are. God is a spirit, but if you want to worship Christ and worship the Most High, you must worship him in spirit and in truth. You got to tell the truth. You might think that we're wrong by pulling this information out, but it's true.